Hivers, welcome to Honeybee Stamping Hive, where creative buzz is always in the air. I am Tashana Lundy, your independent Stampin' Up demonstrator in Florida, serving customers all over the United States. And today, we're going to be working with the paper pumpkin, the October Joy to the World paper pumpkin for 2020. We're going to be making some alternate projects, okay? Well, not projects. I'm just going to be making one card. But let me start off by showing you, reminding you what the kit made. Okay, so these are the cards that the kit is purposed to make. These two cards here. Whoops. Okay, and then it comes with the lined envelope. And today we're going to be using this. I don't usually tear up my envelopes, but I did today. So we're going to be using the envelope. And I'm not sure if I told you the coordinating colors last time, so we're going to go. The coordinating colors for this kit are Cherry Cobbler, Crumb Cake, Early Espresso, Just Jade, and Soft Seafoam. Okay, and this is the stamp set. Let's see. As you can see, it's been loved. I've been using it. All right, so let's go ahead and get started with today's card. I've done a lot of things ahead of time. So we're going to be using the Merry Christmas stamp. And what I did was I took the Ornate Layers dies, and I took this one here, this rectangle with the little dots on it, and I cut this out of the envelope. Okay, so that's what I use for that. Then we have a card base of soft seafoam. And then we have our brass foil sheet. I have one that is measures 3 3/8 by 1 1/8, and this one was 2 1/4 by 4 7/8. And yes, I did cut. This is where I got this piece from. I cut a rectangle out of here, and then cut this out of that rectangle, so I can save some of my foil. Then on the Just Jade piece is 2 1/8 by 4 3/4, and that's gonna layer on this. And this piece here came from the kit. It was the rectangle with the sweater, the little braided sweater design on it. And I just cut it out with the largest stitched shapes oval. And then the largest layering ovals I did in the Cherry Cobbler for the scalloped oval. Then we have a piece of Early Espresso at 3 1/4 by 1. Okay, so let's get started putting our card together, because this is going to be pretty simple. I'm going to use some liquid glue. The first thing I'm going to do, let me see. Wait, I just have to get stuff out so I won't forget what I'm doing here. Okay, so we're going to glue this down. And this crease here is because this is the envelope. That's where the flap folded over. But I don't think it's going to distract from the overall design of the card. So it doesn't bother me that it's on there. I'm going to just lay that there. Then we're going to get this piece. Now, let me go ahead and use my glue. Everything that needs to be glued down. Let's see. This is the back side. We're going to glue this to this. Okay. Okay, and these two things we need to stamp on. So before we can glue them down, we need to stamp. And what we're going to do first is, I'm going to get, we're going to stamp on this. And I'm going to be using Versamark ink to stamp. Versamark is a clear sticky ink. It can be used like just to make a watermark or for you to do some embossing. And I just want to put a little bit of design on this layer. Just getting a little bit on there. I don't know how well you can see that, but it's there. And then we're gonna take our Merry Christmas. And we're gonna stamp that in Versamark. I think I'm gonna go all the way to the side here. Oh, that's a little high, but will work. It will work. And we're gonna emboss this one with Whisper White embossing powder. So let me open up my paper so we can have something to catch it. You guys, I forgot to use my embossing buddy before I put this on, but it looks like it'll do good. Okay, so let's get this powder back into its container so we won't make a mess. Okay, and I'm gonna speed through this part where I'm embossing because this is gonna be making some noise, so just bear with me one moment. Okay, now that's done. Let it cool off a little bit. We're gonna take our Just Jade layer. Actually, for this one, I don't want to use liquid glue because liquid glue takes a little longer to stick to the foil. And since this piece is cut out in the center, I think it'll be better to do the stamp and seal. And now I just have to make sure I line it up correctly because once this goes down, it's gonna be down. Okay. Whoop. Okay, then we can just go ahead with our liquid glue. Actually, this is the foil sheet. It already has backing on it. I'm happy I seen that. Put a little bit of liquid glue right there. And we are going to sit this right in the center of the, centered up and down, but in the middle of the cherry cobbler envelope liner piece. And just leaving a little bit of border on that side. Okay, then we're gonna put this one down. We're gonna put this one, leaving just a tiny bit of border to try to match this border on that side. And these two will get layered here. But what I want to do first is I'm going to get the, I think it's the tailored tag punch. I'm going to just line these up edge to edge, but center the early espresso in the middle. I told you guys, every time I start doing a video, my neighbors want to cut their grass. And we're just going to flag the ends of this. Just like that. Then I will layer this on here, and for this one I am going to use liquid glue because I want to make sure I get it even on here. Ooh, the only thing about using liquid glue on foil sheets that it could move around and it will leave, what is it called, the residue, the glue residue. Okay, let me put this stuff out of the way. I'm just trying to give this a little time to dry before I move it, because I don't want it to slide around on me. So this should have some backing adhesive strips on it. I put the adhesive on my foil sheets on the whole entire foil sheet. So whatever I'm using it for, just in case I use it for letters, like word dies, and I will already have it on there. Okay, we're gonna put this about right here. I'm gonna just glue that down like that. And then our next step would be to get some gems. And I ran out of my holiday rhinestones, the basic rhinestone jewels in the holiday. This had cherry cobbler in it, so I ran out. So what I'm gonna do is get, where are they? Some clear gems with my cherry cobbler Stampin' Right marker. And I'm just gonna color these with my cherry cobbler Stampin' Right marker. Okay, I'm gonna get my Take Your Pick tool. We're just gonna add these to the card. I think I'll put 2 right there. And there we go. That is our card for today. What do you think? Pretty, right? I might go back and switch that out, but because I'm really not liking how high I stamped it, but it's okay. It's cute. That's it for today. Don't forget to leave a comment, like, share, and subscribe. And as always, I want to thank you for buzzing by the Hive today. Until next time, buzz you later. Bye.